In this video I'm going to be showing you how to replace your front shocks on a Ram 2500. You start by removing the nut on top of the shock. You can't see right now, I'm reaching through the engine bay to install an Allen wrench or a hex wrench, or whatever you want to call it, to hold the stud from spinning once I start ratcheting. Otherwise you'll just spin for days. So I'm holding both right here, and I'm going to take that nut off. Alright, then you're going to go to the lower shock mount and remove this bolt using your ratchet and socket. This could be hard to pull out sometimes, so you might want to pull up on the shock to relieve the pressure, and then the bolt should come out a lot easier. Now just remove the whole shock. Now I'm going back in, just showing you here how the Allen wrench goes into the top of the stud to hold it from spinning. Reinstalling, just put your shock up through the mounting hole. Then I'm going to take the isolator bushing and washer and install it there. Once you get that threaded through, come back with your nut and you can put this on enough to hold the shock in place while you get your wrenches sorted. Alright, now I've got the nut on, putting the ratchet back on. If you notice, I am using a speed wrench style end wrench. You can use a standard one, but the speed wrench will definitely make this a faster process. Right now it's turning because I put the Allen key on top. I've actually got the Allen wrench situated where it was against a part of the truck that wasn't going to damage, but held it tight for me. Now it's all snug, just doing the final position change. And come into the bottom, I'm going to put some Loctite on this bolt. I would prefer the chapstick style Loctite, but that's all I had. Kind of drippy there, but now depending on your shock and location of access, you might be able to just push this up into place. If not, you could use a floor jack or some other leverage to put it in there. Just tapping that through a little bit. I'm going to ratchet it down to get it to thread through the bracket. And then I'm coming around right now and putting the bolt keeper on the back side. There is no reason to put a wrench on the back side. The nut has a flange on it to keep it from spinning. So I'm just snugging it up. And you can't see the end of the wrench right now, but this is actually a torque wrench I'm putting on now. So check your torque specs and torque it properly. Now you installed your new shock. The rest of the truck's dirty, but might as well have the new parts look clean. Just wiping down any fingerprints I got on it from the install. Coming around to the other side, the passenger side was pretty much exactly the same, so I'm not going to show you the whole process. The difference is right here where you see my hand reach through. On the passenger side, there wasn't a need to go through the hood to get to the top of the stud. I was able to reach through that part. And then here's the tools used. You got your torque wrench, ratchet, 19mm end wrench, 21mm socket, and the 2 hex keys. I used a 5mm for the old shocks and a 6 for the new one, so that's just going to depend on your shock manufacturer.